Alright, I know my voice may sound a bit different right now, but that doesn't really matter since it has nothing to do with our big question that everybody has pretty much asked me. And so, that's why I'm making this video answering the question, is Genshin Impact worth playing? Yes. Yes, of course, why shouldn't you? To keep it brief, Genshin is a free-to-play RPG with AAA production quality. The game mainly focuses on single-player open-world action with a huge map and tons of things to explore. The game also contains close to 100 playable characters, each with their abilities, designs, voice lines, and stories. But before I get to more reasons to why Genshin Impact is worth playing, I'd like to get into the cons of the games first. Those cons that seems to be so small compared to the pros are usually the reasons why many aren't considering playing this game. And so, first and most importantly, the community. I'm quitting Genshin because the community is way too toxic, constantly harassing, stalking, and sending death threats to VAs for things that they quite often didn't even do. This is a sentence that was said by somebody who was quitting Genshin due to its toxic community, which is fair. Genshin Impact's community are generally known for its toxicity, harassment, cringiness, and sometimes even pedophilic stuff. If millions of people are gathered in an area, the horrible vocal 10% will make a larger impression than the 90% of the totally normal fans. This is a beautiful sentence that pretty much summarizes the entire Genshin community, and most gaming community as a whole. Please don't let those small portion of the community stop you from trying this game, or any other games for that matter. In actuality, and I'm speaking from experience, the community is actually pretty chill and nice. I for once have yet to experience a League of Legends level of toxicity in co-op, cause like I said, this game mostly focuses on single player aspects, so unless you specifically look for the bad apples, you most likely never encounter one. Most you find are just people telling you that the character you main sucks or isn't the meta, to which I say, okay, cry about it. Secondly, incredibly limiting co-op experience. Being a game that focuses mainly on single player means that the multiplayer part of the game is lacking. Most you can do in multiplayer are just killing and gathering resources for yourself. Sure, you can hang out with friends and talk to strangers via game chat, but that's about it. You can't do Archon quests while having other players in your world. You cannot even interact with any NPCs. Hell, you cannot even unlock the Statue of the Seven in co-op mode. So unless you're a loner, this can be seen as a huge downside when it comes to multiplayer experiences. Thirdly, frustratingly long and boring dialogues. Though Genshin's story is quite simple, the dialogues make it seem like there's more to the story than it shows, even though there's none. Most characters' dialogue is super exhausting to read, especially when the text speed is slower than a disabled person walking up the stairs. This way of storytelling is dog shit and completely overshadows how good the Genshin story actually is. Yeah, there is some cutscenes here and there to spice things up, but it is still a small portion of the storytelling and, in my opinion, doesn't do this game's story a justice. Fourthly, and this is a double-edged sword, the gacha system. Every set amount of days, Genshin will change their limited banner to a new 5-star character that you can get by wishing using Intertwine's fates. I won't get into details how the Genshin gacha system work, but I'll be getting into why it can be seen as cons in this game. Firstly, your decided character will take some time to appear on the banner. The Genshin banner usually changes after 3 weeks, making way for the next banner to appear and giving you a chance to pull for that newly appeared 5-star character. And with the number of 5-star characters increasing, it means that the chances for your desired 5-star character to appear are decreasing by every patch. Just like this character, Eula, which up until Genshin version 3.8 hasn't appeared on the limited banner for over 500 days. It is precisely this long waiting that makes for a bad gacha system and overall gives a bad taste to players new to gacha games. And secondly, the Genshin's gacha system can be quite stingy. To wish, you need Intertwine's Fate, and to get one Intertwined Fates requires 160 Primo Gems. And how many are required to have a guaranteed 5-star character? 90 wishes. Sure, most of the time you wouldn't be spending that much for a 5-star character, but keep in mind that even if you get a 5-star character, it isn't even guaranteed to be the 5-star character that you desired thanks to the 50-50 system. And as somebody who has yet to win their first 50-50s, it is quite demotivating and angering to not get the character I want after hours and hours of grinding. Don't worry about it though, since you most likely won't be getting tails every time you do a coin flip like me. Now, there's loads of more cons to this game than what I've already pointed out, but those that I pointed out are usually what's keeping people away from this game or stopping playing this game entirely. Yeah, this game has some ridiculously bad apples in the community, dog water co-op experience, boring storytelling, and quite frankly the worst gacha system in all of gacha games. I still recommend this game due to its amazing game mechanics, such as the combat system, complex character combination and builds, huge open world map with a lot of things to do and explore, especially when it's getting bigger and bigger after every patch. The game's production is also top tier, with amazing soundtracks, voice acting, and cutscenes animations that make the hype and peaks moments stands out.
Day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day. This ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race. A tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe.
And let us be real. The most important reasons why players keep on playing is the impressively big cast of characters, each with unique designs, backstories, voice lines, and abilities that offer you outstanding combat for different ways to experience and kill impressively big cast of enemies. The game has an appealing anime-inspired visuals that are sure to captivate you with colorful and amazing character designs. The game also has engaging and immersive lores. Even then, a lot of mysteries lingers, asking important questions about the unsolved world of Teyvat. So make sure to give this game a try. Don't be scared by those bad apples in the community or the bad gacha systems, cause once you get used to it, it's actually not that bad. Also, this absolute gem of a game is free, so why not give it a try? Cause if you don't like it, uninstalling the game is always an option. And just like the subscribe button, make sure to press it if you enjoyed and drop a like if you agree with what I've said in this video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.